What up, stackers? I'm Philly Stacker, and today we're diving into something that's hitting a lot of us hard right now: stacking silver when prices are at all time highs. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That spot price climbing higher and higher, making every dollar stretch less and less. Back when silver was cheap, it was easy. But these days, my budget's forcing me to rethink everything. 1 ounce? Forget about it. It's like watching your stack grow at a snail's pace. It's gotten stressful, man. What used to be fun, a fun hobby, now feels like a grind. But here's the thing: I remembered what Bruce Lee said: be like water, adapt, flow, find new paths. So I'm shifting gears, going constitutional, junk silver, and fractional to keep building without breaking the bank. I'll be stacking the frack. It's all about staying fluid in the face of these challenges ahead, whether it's inflation, market swings, or just life throwing curveballs. And guess what? I found a way to reignite that passion. For the first time, I went on eBay for some silver scores, and I just got 3 envelopes in the mail. At the heart of stacking is discipline. It doesn't matter the amount of money that goes into stacking, it's about being consistent. Today, I'm exploring how I can be more consistent. All right, silver is currently at, oh, check that out. I'm just seeing this live myself. It was just 91 something. Now we just had a $4 dip and we're down to 87.94. But we're still around $90 silver, and the solution that I came up with was I wanted to engage in Fish's challenge of 2 ounces a week. My budget can't afford that. But I did like the sentiment behind the challenge, so I created a challenge for myself, added my own little twist. So everything's changing, even where I'm shopping on eBay. This is the first time for me going on eBay. And I just received my first piece of silver in the mail. And it showed up pretty quickly, about 3 days. So I like the sentiment behind Fish's challenge. Stay engaged. I want to stay disciplined. I want to stay consistent. Stacking's not just about the money, but it's also about being disciplined and consistent. And this is what I've come up with to stay disciplined and consistent. My challenge is going to be to stack 1/4 and 1 dime per week. I kind of got this idea off of Sober Stacker. I did not know you could go on eBay and buy 1 single quarter or 1 single dime at a time. As well as being influenced by Sober Stacker, I was also influenced by Thousandaire Radio. He has a challenge where he stacks 1 Morgan dollar each week. And he's been doing it for over a year. And I was kind of inspired by that challenge. And so with my budget, my price range, I'm able to pick up a quarter a week and a dime. I figure if silver continues to go parabolic, I can still afford to stack these. And I've been doing a lot of pondering and figuring out what kind of stacker I am, and I'm part collector, part stacker, and silver hasn't been as fun as it has, so I want to bring some fun back to it. I like nice shiny things, so I decided to go with proof quarters and also mercury dimes. And this one caught my attention. What better one to start off with than George Washington crossing the Delaware. All right, let's see what justice we can do with this phone. So we have this guy out in front pushing the ice out of the way. We have men paddling, and there he is, the man, the myth, the legend, George Washington. My first time on eBay, mistakes were made. So this is what I paid for it initially. I also got 2 dimes. My challenge is $1.25 each week, and so this is the second week of the year. Like I said, this is my first time on eBay and first auction I won, so I overpaid a little bit. But let's see, we paid $15.98, and we just took that we just took that nasty dip. But let's see what coinflation is at right now. So as I go to coinflation, has everyone realized that the penny is coming very close to 4 cents? Melt value 3.954. The old penny. And what's going on with copper? You go on eBay and you can't find a copper round under $5. Copper video coming up soon. So let's see, for $1.25 melt value, for a dime right after the dip here, 636 melt value, and for a quarter, $15.90. So I didn't do too bad, and this was my first one, and I was able, the next quarter I picked up, I got at 14, so $2 cheaper. So I learned from my mistakes, and the other dime I got was $6. So the next 2 purchases were way better at a better price. So I did pick up, let's see, so I picked up for 1 quarter for $15.98, 1 quarter for $14, 1 dime for $6.55, 1 for $6.05. And this was my first quarter buy, and the $6.55 was my first dime buy. And you see my second one, the price is now $14, and I got this for $6.05. So I could do a lot better. This came to $42.58. 70 cents is like a half ounce, so times that by 2, I paid about, I got the half ounce, but if I was to get the full ounce, that would have been around 85. And let's see, so I could do a lot better going forward in the future. I learned my mistakes from eBay. One of the reasons I love stacking silver is I like the history. So my price range, I normally didn't like quarters. Like the 2 choices that you have are, we have the standard Washington quarter, and then you have the standing Liberty quarter, and most of these that you'll find are slicked, lost some silver to it. This is kind of just plain Jane. Still in circulation today, this design, so it looks like our normal silver. And if I was just to stack these, you know, I would lose interest. So my solution was state quarters, and to get them in 90% silver. As you can see, let's see, to get these in 90% silver, here's a clad one, so we can see the difference here. So I think it's so cool that you can get government coin 90% silver, modern, and so the states give me like a challenge. I can be like a collector. I could have fun on eBay, like trying to get at spot or below spot for these. So for my style, it kind of makes sense now. So I also picked up another quarter, and like I said, this time I did a lot better price wise. This one I was able to get for $13.99. I came across this Vieira Coins. Seems like I have a YouTube channel I'm going to check out, but I was very impressed by this seller. Just everything about it. So I'll be going back to him if he has proof quarters still. And here we go. Second one in the collection, West Virginia. New River Gorge. I'm gonna have to look up the history of this bridge, but I know a lot of people once a year they go meet up there and they go bungee jumping off the bridge. I would like to go visit there one of these days also. And also, where did I put them? I have another pickup. And we have some, these are the dimes I picked up. And like you could see, this one for $6.55, that was this is the first auction I ever won. I was kind of new, and then once I kind of got the hang of it, I was able to get that price down, $6.55. And so this is a 1935. So I don't have too many dimes that are in the 30s or the 20s. Most of mine are in the 40s, so that's kind of cool. So let's check these bad boys out. Huh. 1935, some good meat to it. Got a little toning to it. I like that. Wow. I didn't notice that before. I like that. It's pretty nice. Worth overpaying. And this was the one I did better on. Just 1941. Not in the best looking, but definitely has some meat on it. And we have a little toning on this too. I like it. So these are my first 2 weeks stacking. Something I also found out is 2019, these proof quarters started being made in 3/9 silver. So you could actually buy minted Washington quarters and 3/9s. Fine. Today I found another cool thing is, this is my little change jar. I keep my little Buffalo nickels there, but also found out a fun fact that Ike's, there's a 40% Ike of silver. So there's a silver Ike. I want to go get one of those bad boys. But I was going through my change today, some of the change I found at work, and I found this. This is pretty cool. This is clad, as you can see the copper there, but it's a proof. So I'm gonna have to look up and see who that person was. This is my strategy moving forward. Stack 1 quarter and 1 dime a week. And I was thinking, there's a little bit of premium on here, but I enjoy auctions and hunting, and I have patience, so hopefully I can continue to get these around like melt or below melt. But by stacking these dimes, that also helps lower the cost. Constitutional is kind of frowned upon right now, and so that's no big concern to me. I'm stacking for the long term. The silver that I'm stacking today is for the long term, so Constitutional will be, people will love it again, and it'll be sought after in the future. So I have plenty of time for people to start loving on the Constitutional again. So this is how I'm going to stay involved. I don't feel priced out. I get to do some collecting. I get to do some stacking. I get to do some sniping on eBay. Feels pretty good getting some packages in the mail. So what do you think? Did the old man lose it, go off his meds, or is he on to something? Let me know in the comments below. So I figure a year, 1 dime a week, I'll be able to fill this tube at the end of the year. So what do you guys think of my challenge? What are you guys doing out there to switch up your stacking style and deal with $90 silver? All right, time to wrap this up. But before I end, did you guys see copper out there? Go on eBay, try and find a copper round less than $5. I just bought a few rounds like 2-3 weeks ago. Actually, just about a week ago, I bought a couple more, and already they've like just, you know, I'm priced out of copper right now. People are losing their minds in copper. It must be some kind of shortage on like rounds or something. But my next video is going to be a copper video. So if you're into that, like, subscribe, and I'm out. The Philly Stacker. We'll see you in the next one. Keep stacking, keep learning.